It's January 1st, you're lying in bed at 11:47 p.m., phone glowing in your face, typing furiously into your notes app, lose 20 pounds, save $10,000, learn Spanish, read 50 books, wake up at 5 a.m. You can see it. Future you is fit, wealthy, bilingual, and well-read. Future you drinks water unironically. Future you has their life together. You fall asleep feeling like a champion. Fast forward to February 14th. You are eating chocolate in bed at 11 p.m., scrolling your phone. You haven't seen the inside of a gym since January 9th. Your savings accounts are somehow lost money. That Spanish app is sending you passive-aggressive notifications. And you are definitely not waking up at 5 a.m. because you went to bed at 2. So what happened? Here's the truth. It's not you. It's not laziness. It's not willpower. You just got caught in the same psychological traps that take down 92% of people who set New Year's resolutions. But what about the other 8%? What do they know that you don't? Let's talk about it. Trap number 1. Your brain thinks planning equals progress. When you set a huge goal like lose 20 pounds, something strange happens. Your brain gives you a dopamine hit just for thinking about it. You feel good imagining yourself fitting into those jeans. You feel productive before doing anything. Scientists call this goal euphoria. Your brain literally mistakes planning for doing. It's like getting credit for homework you haven't started. That's why motivation feels high in January and mysteriously disappears by February. Trap number 2. You're trying to change everything at once. Think about what you're asking your brain to do. New gym routine, new diet, new budget, new sleep schedule, new personality. Your brain looks at this list the way a teenager looks at chores and says, yeah, I'm gonna need a nap. Researchers at Stanford found that willpower works like a battery. Every decision drains it. So when you're making 40 new decisions a day, by 3 p.m. you are running on 2% battery, which is why you are elbow deep in a bag of chips asking yourself where it all went wrong. The good news, science found the cheat codes. Rule number 1, make the goals to be small. Let's start with fitness, the most common ghost goal of February. Forget go to the gym 5 times a week. That's not a goal, that's a threat. Instead, try this. Put on gym clothes. That's it. Sounds ridiculous until you understand the psychology. When Monday comes, all you have to do is put on gym clothes. Easy. You do it. Your brain gets a win. And now you're standing there thinking, well, I'm already dressed. This is called reducing friction. Stanford professor B.J. Fogg calls this tiny habits. Make the first step so easy your brain can't talk you out of it. Saving money, don't start with save $10,000. Start with transfer $5 every Monday. $5 your brain barely notices. But over a year, that's $250 without effort. And people who start tiny almost always scale up because the habit becomes automatic. Rule number 2, shift from goals to identity. There is a huge difference between I want to run a 5K and I'm a runner. One is a goal. The other is an identity. James Clear found that people who succeed long-term don't chase outcomes. They become the type of person who gets those outcomes. So instead of, I want to save money, try, I'm someone who values financial security. Instead of, I need to lose weight, try, I'm someone who takes care of my body. This isn't motivation talk. It's neuroscience. Your brain loves consistency. Once something becomes part of who you are, decisions happen automatically. Runners run, savers save. No daily arguments required. Rule number 3. Don't break the chain. Here is a trick that feels too simple to work. Get a calendar. Every day you do your tiny habits. Put an X on that day. That's it. After a few days, you have a chain and your brain hates breaking it. Jerry Seinfeld used this method to write jokes every day. He called it don't break the chain. You stop thinking about the big scary goal. You just think, I don't want to break my streak. 3 X's feels good. 7 feels serious. 30, you're not breaking that chain for anything. Rule number 4, expect to fail and plan for it. Here's the part nobody tells you. You will mess up. You will skip a workout. You will overspend. You will sleep through your alarm. The people who fail say, well, I ruined it, might as well quit. The people who succeed treat failure like a video game. You died, respawn. Researchers call these implementation intentions. Basically having a plan B. If I miss Monday, I go Tuesday. If I overspend, I adjust next week. If I break my streak, I restart tomorrow. One bad day doesn't erase 15 good ones. You're still the person who does the thing. So what will January of the next year look like? If you do this right, you won't be lying in bed making the same list next year. You'll be looking back at 365 days of excess. You won't be trying anymore. You will just be doing. You won't be future you. You will just be you. Same person, better systems. So forget the massive life-changing Instagram worthy goal list. Start stupid small. Pick one thing. Make it impossible to fail. Build the chain. Become the person who does the thing. Because new year, new me is a lie. Same you, better systems. And that's way more powerful. Now go put on those gym clothes.